Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review this nice looking Android box. It is called Dinobot U5 Mini. So you can see that this is an IPTV plus Android box. On top of that, you're also going to be able to connect this to your ATSC antenna, also to an receiver for your satellite system. So you can see that the box is really nicely designed. It has a lot of marking in the front and also in the back. But once we open the box itself, the components that are part of this is a little card that is made for something called a Magic Sync, and also it comes with a user manual which has some basic steps on how we can process this, and also because this box is dual booted, we will show you soon how that's processed. It's also included in this little booklet. Also comes with a power adapter which is created for overseas, but it comes with a little adapter for us. So here you go, and also it comes with a HDMI cable and a really cool small IR remote. Remember, it also have a mic connection to it, so that way you can communicate and also talk to it in order for it to work. So we will show that in a few seconds. Now comes the big part, which is the unit itself. It's inside of a nice looking little envelope. When we take that out, the box itself is humongous. It's big, has a lot of weight to it too, and that is because of the tuners that are included in it. But once we go to the top part of it, it has a nice logo on top, says DB, and then going on each side of it to the front part of it, it does indicate that this is U5 Mini, and also has the IR sensor in the front. Going to the right hand side of it, there's nothing, but going to the back part of it is where you're going to see the RFN, which is a coaxial connection. Then you have the LNB connection right beside that. Now that is for DVB2S. And then beside that you have the HDMI 2.0. Then you have the LAN connection. Then you have the power connection, which is 12 volt. And then beside that you have a power switch. So this way, when you're not using it, you can just totally power it off and it's not going to use any kind of electricity. On the other side of it, you have one USB 3.0 connection. Then you have the USB 2.0, which is a white one, that's also going to be used for OTG or software upgrade. Then you have the micro SD slot, you have the PDIF connection, or we call it optical audio, so that we can connect it to your stereo system. Then you have the AV connection. That's where you're going to be connecting to the older type of TV. Not recommended though. Going in the bottom part of it is where you're going to see a lot of holes for ventilation. It does have 4 little legs so it can stand up, that way it can breathe. It does have a little sticker for your MAC address and serial number for this device for warranty purposes. Enough said about the box itself, let's get it connected. So first, make sure you connect the power, make sure you connect the HDMI, and then connect the power. If you do have an Air Mouse remote, go ahead, plug it in too. It will be handy for you in a few seconds. Once it goes in, this is the screen you will get. So yes, this is the first boot and this is Android. So remember, this is dual booted. We will get into the second boot in a few seconds. But you can see right on the top you have the mic, and then you do have the keyboard, so this we can type on the screen, and then you do have the time on the right hand side. Going on the bottom part of it, these are all feed from the YouTube, and you can also select certain videos, and also you can play some movies directly from here. And then you have the Mirrorcast. I have to mention that this looks really nice, but with Samsung phones it didn't work for me, so I cannot capture it in this video. Going next is the Magic Sync. Now this is where you're going to be able to do some karaoke and also play some songs. Now we did try to go into Antutu to run this to play, but you do require to run the 3D Mark, and we were not successful, so we cannot capture that part. We will go next to YouTube itself. Now YouTube on this is 4K, which is beautiful, and we will bring it up in a second. So this is one of the videos that is part of YouTube. So you can see that by default, it will automatically pull 4K and it will play 4K. It already can preload it with Chrome browser, and you do not have to load it inside of it. So even if you process factory reset, you will be still going to see this Chrome browser there, because with the actual Android TVOS, this is not part of it. and they will give you a secondary browser, which is not really good. So going next is Movie Bar and then Plex, so you can set this up on your network. And if you do have videos on your network, this is very easy to play with. Next part is Netflix, where we can see what's captured and what's not. You can see that the name on it is U5 Plus. The model is called Shield. That's kind of weird, but we will capture a few things to see if these are ported OS or these are an actual Google TV Android OS. So we will go and you can see that the Microsoft is not covered, Adobe Premiere is not covered, the Marlin is not covered, also Verimatrix is not covered either, but Google Widevine is covered. Again, this is not something that they have entered the proper codes. I believe this is ported, so we will get out of this and let's check one more thing in this. Now they did put this little icon in the bottom. It's called App Manager. This is not part of Google Android TVOS. So telling us that this has been ported OS, because this is not something you should see here. So once you go into it, you will get all the other apps that are not visible on the main screen because these are third-party apps. So going down, we did install a few things and you can see it right now, and Kodi is one of them. But going into something like, these are totally different of what we usually see. So something like speed test is not showing because we tried to download it and it's not showing the proper one. So let's go through a few things. You can see that the Netflix HD is there, but there is Netflix standard definition, which is loadable, which is bootable, I should say, through this, is here. So let's go first into speed test. Now to process this, you do require to have an Air mouse because a regular mouse that is part of it is not going to really do the job for you. Alright, so this is the result that we've received. Now, one thing we do not like is how these parts are not different with the new update. On the speed test from Ookla is the icons changed. So these are not Wi-Fi, this is LAN. LAN is a gigabit LAN. You can see that the download rate is really nice number, and then the upload rate is okay because we have 30 megabit upload. So this is a good part that when you click, you should be able to see the differences on how much fluctuation went through for the upload and also for the download, on how fast it will stay and downloaded the file. Now going to the second time that we have done, we received a little bit better number on the download and a little bit number on the upload range. You can see that it started going up. Now when we went to the 2.4G network, it did their job okay. You can see that it's about 43, so it should be over 20 and it should be under 100 in order to get numbers. Again, they can work there. I should say the people that are working on this firmware should see this, that with all security, your network will drop a little bit, but not as much. So the upload rate is perfect, but the download range, it fluctuates. So from the first time into the second time, it's not much of a difference. But again, they can work to make this a little bit better on the download range. Now, when we went to the 5G network, now this should stay above 100 megabit, and it didn't. Look at their LAN. LAN works perfectly, but look at their Wi-Fi. Unless they're using a really cheap type of module for their Wi-Fi, except that it should not show this low. And then on top of that, when we went for a second time, it went about 75. Again, this should be over 100 megabit. Right now, we are connected via 5G network. So if I click on it again and I say go, let's see how fast it will go this time, just so we can clear this off that they don't need to work on their OS. And as I can see right now, it's still going about 71, 75, and it's still not going over 100. So this is what we really want you guys to work on, is the firmware. We require this to go over 100 if it is a 5G network. You can see the upload range is perfect. It's a 30 megabit download, but the upload range matters. We don't have anything connected right now to this gigabit Ethernet, so it should work perfectly, but it is not that great right now. So again, if you want to connect this via LAN, you will have no issue with this box. If you are connected via 5G network, it will work for you, yes, but you will see some ups and downs to it. So we will leave that part in your hand to choose to see if this is good or not good. For us, it's an okay when it comes to Wi-Fi, and it's excellent when it comes to Ethernet. So we will get out of this app too. So the next thing we want to go through is going to be Kodi. Now, by default, is that we're going to play, and this is our own video. You can see that it is a little bit of choppiness to it. Again, we're running towards the 5G network, and there are some updates that are running right now. So let's go through and hook up our LAN connection, and we will try to come back and play this and see if this do play nice and smooth. We will go back into enter file section. Now we are on our own network via LAN connection, and we will try to go back and play the 4K video. So yes, there is some choppiness to it. I do not understand that if it is part of the codecs on this box or what, but it is playing it very choppy for us in 4K 10 bits. Now when we go into 1080p video, it is playing it very nicely and very smoothly. There is no frame drop or there's no choppiness to it, so it will play it for you once you're streaming videos online. And once we go into the 720p, you can see that again it is very smooth, and yes, you will see some blurriness because of the 720p, and it's stretched to 1080p for us in order for us to capture this. Now this was Kodi. We will get out of it. Now comes the big part. It's going to be, so for the last part we are just going to play this game, and again we are using not a proper remote, but you can see that the game is running really smoothly and there's no stop to it. And I want to mention one more thing. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, it's time. Click the subscribe button. Also make sure that you click the like button, and also make sure that you visit our website, which is xatx.info. If you do have questions, drop them at the bottom of the video. Plus, if you have more questions about this box, do ask. We love to help you guys out. For more information about this box, links will be available in the bottom, and also if you want to order one, links will be available in the bottom. Except that, thank you.